you know the drill. No need for me to repeat it over and over again. But just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, let's go out there. Let's share the feed with family and friends, so they know we live. So yep. And if you join us as well, as usual, just shoot a hello, shoot a hi, so we know you with us, and then we'll bring you into the conversation. Conversation is always richer with everyone's opinion. So, yep, in the next couple of seconds, please go out there, share the feed, and we can get started. And today we have another discussion based on a question, and so we're gonna review that. Feel free to share your input across, and we'll have fun. Let me trying to share the feed myself. Not being able to because my looks like my tablet is joking. Yep, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's do this. Give me a moment. Let me read out the. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, so let me read out the question. Again, sometimes technology messes up, right? So, okay, so I'm a woman in my late 20s, and I've been dating this guy for almost 6 months now. At the beginning, he was very consistent, good morning messages, checking on me during the day, calling me at night, and making time for us on weekends. So, typical full time job. But for the past month, everything has slowly changed. Now he can go a whole day without calling. When I complain, he says he's busy with work and life. When I ask if something is wrong, he says nothing is wrong. When I ask if he still wants us, he says, of course. Yet I feel lonely in the relationship. I don't want to pressure him, but I also don't feel love the way I used to. Sometimes I even wonder if I'm being too needy or emotional. Other times I feel like I'm slowly preparing myself to leave, even though I still love him. How do you know when someone is just going through a phase and when they are slowly checking out of the relationship? Prissy, did you get that? Okay, so I'll have you go first. Yeah, so what's your take on that?
It's interesting and funny at the same time.
Okay, why?
So the person used to give you all the attention at the beginning,
Yep.
and then now things have slowed down, right?
Yeah.
So you are thinking the person is falling out of love or something. Um, it might be true and untrue.
Yeah.
Yes, and because usually when people meet people for the first time, they want to be their best, right? And they want to also prove that they love you and all that. So
Yeah.
Van will say that after election, no campaign.
Yeah.
So they've done all the campaign
Mm-hmm.
they want. That is the attention, the calling, and all that. It could also mean that then when he was all over you, he was not so busy at work. And sometimes there are times at work when things like you get so busy you can't do much. And so maybe he was a bit relaxed. That's why he was able to call that often and all that. But
Okay.
then if he's so busy, you don't expect him to call you when he's at work. people come back from work and they are tired. Even sometimes we that we live in the same house, you are so tired that you can't even chat. You just drop onto the bed and you are gone. Yes. So um maybe he's telling the truth. We will not be able to tell if he's lying or it's the truth. But then maybe calling every day. Yes, we try to make time to call sometimes every day, but there are days that maybe you cannot have that time, and it's fine. And so if the person has assured you that he still wants the relationship, there are other things that can make you know that someone loves you, aside maybe just calling every day and um yeah. So that's a calling every day. There are other ways to know that the person is still committed, and so you can look out for those other cues. Yeah. So for me, that's what I think.
My question is 6 months too early to like drop the frequency of calls, like the check-ins and everything?
Like did the circumstances change? Was he not working before and he just started working?
Exactly.
Did he change jobs? Um, so there are so many dynamics.
I mean, in trying to play the devil's advocate, I would assume that if there was any like sharp or steep change in circumstances, the lady might have mentioned that. So, like for example, if someone picks up a new job and because of that, the frequency is not there, then I'm sure the lady would have mentioned. So, for the purposes of this discussion, let's assume that there was no job change. If there's been no job change or there's been no like unexpected life change, do you think 6 months is too short for someone to all of a sudden drop?
It also depends on what you talk about, right? Like
Okay.
if you talk about the same thing
Are
every
you
now and then,
suggesting the lady is boring or
maybe
not sensible or
they
is
keep
not able
no,
to
not like that, but
sustain a conversation or what are you saying?
sometimes people talking, and maybe they talk again. It's old conversation and all that. You become disinterested.
Okay.
So if the conversation is always refreshing and something new, maybe they'll keep talking. But maybe they've spoken everything they could talk about. Like sometimes I tell you something, and maybe the next time I go like I'm telling you again.
Yeah.
You know, it gets annoying. And so when you limit it, because truly there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, but okay, if 6 months into a relationship there is nothing to talk about, or one person is boring, or one person is not able to sustain a conversation, would you advise that they go their separate ways? Because this could also be a big issue if
Yeah,
they decide to go.
you don't talk every time, like every single minute. Yeah, things to do, like growing up or maturity will tell you that there are other things to do aside for conversation. You have like daily activities. You have work to do. You have, if the kids come in, you have kids to take care of. You have so many things to do aside conversation, right? So you talk, but it's not everything is not about chatting, and that's not the only way to express love. That's the person, like if the person buys you gifts, take you out occasionally, has the person stopped all that?
Okay.
You get it?
Are you saying the lady is tripping?
No, there are some ladies too that are very clingy. Like
Okay.
they want you to be around all the time, and
Okay.
people have to work,
Okay.
right? Yeah. So if you have a man who is not bringing in money, you would complain
Okay.
that the man is lazy, the man is not bringing in money. So if the person has to work and also be able to provide for you in the future, it's also a good excuse, a good enough excuse, because I'm busy at work. Maybe I come home tired. I will not call you every day. We can talk maybe once or three times a week
Okay.
or something. Yeah. So sometimes too, people are too dependent. Like
Okay.
you shouldn't. You should be a whole human. You should be somebody who is able to live like by yourself or make yourself happy before you decide to go into a relationship, because relationship doesn't will not necessarily make you happy.
Okay.
You have to be able to be a full person or make yourself happy. You're a whole person, like before entering a relationship, because sometimes the expectations are okay, this person calling me will make me happy and all that. In your spare time, what do you do also? Like, what does a lady do? Is the lady also working, or
she's in a relationship?
she's free? Because sometimes when you have two
Her
free,
job is to be in a relationship. So
use your free time to also do something.
are you suggesting
Maybe the lady, I feel like sometimes when you are too free,
okay,
you want someone to talk to and all that.
Okay.
Use your free time to read a book,
okay.
do something useful. Yeah,
Are you
because it's not always about
suggesting the lady is
talking,
not
talking. No, I am not.
Oh,
I'm not fully assuming, but I am think that maybe that is why
okay, okay.
she wants the attention.
Okay, so back to the details. So the lady mentioned that, but for the past month, everything has slowly changed. Do you think a change over a 1 month period is enough to fuss about? Like, it's just 1 month. I mean, it could be that the person is undergoing some pressure at work or something. Do you think 1 month is enough for someone to say, oh, the person has changed?
Things change, and like in life, things change. Even in marriage, things can change, come up abruptly, and situations can change. And so if somebody changes like within a few, like just a month or a few days, and then you are worried about the person not loving you again, this is a relationship you are looking forward to, that would end in marriage. Things change with time. And so maybe when you get married, anytime something changes, you start accusing your partner or your spouse that they do not love you any longer. So it's like I say, it's always part of the maturity. You just have to know that things change and things can come up.
So in effect, you are saying the lady is doing too much.
Not necessarily,
Why?
but it depends on the situation. Like the man says, I'm busy at work.
Okay.
Unless there's no trust in the relationship.
Okay.
If you don't trust that the man is busy at work, then maybe you are lacking trust somewhere.
Okay.
And so if the relationship is not built on trust, then for me, I feel like it's not worth it.
Right.
Yeah, maybe the whole issue might be trust and not even about the man not calling in.
Don't you think it's possible the man is busy elsewhere, like with someone else?
There's a possibility.
Okay.
Has she seen signs
Okay.
of that? Yeah, there is a possibility, but
And to be fair, I think she would have mentioned as well if she had seen signs, because it looks like she um, was detailed in the question. So, um, okay. So let me also chime in. 6 months into a relationship, or like almost 6 months, like you said. A month, there looks to be a change. I think if you are really serious about the relationship, what you might want to do is to, again, it looks like it's the same recommendation over and over again, but have an honest conversation